What's going on, everyone? What is poppin'? We are here today for week 12 of the APA. You already know who it is. It's your boy. We're back. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy week for me, but I didn't really get time to record a team builder, so I'll kind of go over my team in the team preview, and we'll get into that from there. So we were actually supposed to take on Ultra Player this week, but we couldn't really find a common time to play. So he subbed in his boy, Matt Oshia, so should be a pretty fun match for sure. Look at this team. He's got Rain, just nice Rain team, standard Rain squad, except he's got like Mega Manectric over some other Megas you see on like the OU standard ladder. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of my GBA Season 7 team, where I actually had Lando T, Pelipper, Kingdra, and Kabutops. So yeah, definitely a very challenging matchup, I should say, because Rain is always tough to deal with, especially with more of an offensive team that I have. But I guess I kind of show you guys, I guess, my thought process in going into this matchup. Mega Ampharos I decided to bring because it's a pretty nice electric type and a great check to certain mons such as Mega Manectric, Pelipper, I guess even, Ferrothorn, because it can sponge hits really well, and Focus Blast is an easy 2-hit KO. And even like it can check Kabutops pretty decently since it has a decent amount of bulk. I'm running a bulkier Mega Ampharos set so that it can help us versus our Rain matchup. I also brought Umbreon with a standard set of Wish Protect, Heal Bell, Foul Play, just so that we can stall out Rain turns with that and be able to heal up our team, keep our team healthy. I think is always nice. Virizion, which is there for the purpose of just being a great grass type versus his team, also being able to deal with Ferrothorn. It's a calm mindset, so it can actually put in a lot of work versus his team. It's definitely one of my win cons in this matchup. Upon team preview, of course, looking at it. I also brought Mimikyu because I figured the disguise ability can be useful in checking mons. I'm running a Life Orb set, SD Drain Punch, so that we can break through Ferrothorns, and it hits really hard, so definitely something that I figured would be great for this matchup. Manaphy as well. I'd kind of be crazy not to bring Manaphy when it's against a Rain team due to the hydration ability, so I actually am a bulkier Manaphy with rest so that I can abuse the Rain from his side and heal up basically all the way back to full without falling asleep at the Rain. Finally, I just brought Lando just so that I can have an electric immunity versus Mega Manectric, because it's always nice to block Volt Switch and not have him gain momentum. And it's just pretty nice mon overall, so excited to bring it. And that's gonna be the squad. So let's so I guess sort of like his team is pretty standard. I can expect him, just to bring Rocks Pharaoh or either Rocks Lando or something. Maybe like a Scarf Lando or an offensive Lando would make sense. Kingdra as a spinner, or as maybe like a 4 attacks kind of mon, or SD3 attacks could work, or like Defog Pelipper, for instance, probably with U-turn and whatnot. Kingdra can be specs, it can be all sorts of stuff. I don't know, but yeah, like a pretty standard squad of what I would think I can expect in this match. And my overall game plan was to, so I didn't bring Rocks. I think I did. Yeah, I didn't bring Rocks. I didn't bring Defog either. I just brought mons that I figured could deal with Rain decently well. So my overall game plan was to try to get rid of the Rain setter and win with one of our win cons, keep the team healthy, and just break stuff down over time. Once we get rid of Ferrothorn, things become a lot easier for us with our Pokemon being able to just attack what's in front of us without him having any great switch-ins. So yeah, it's overall the game plan that I had in mind, just to sort of pressure his team by getting rid of Ferrothorn as soon as I can. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I decided to lead off with Mega Ampharos versus his team because it's an electric type, pretty nice overall, and it can hit everything pretty hard except for maybe just not being able to stay on a Lando lead. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Without further ado, presenting Matt challenging me, of course, which may or may not be his first mistake. Lando lead versus my Ampharos. So I was like, okay, that's the one mon I didn't really want to see him lead off with, but I could have expected that. But I switch out into my own Lando as he goes for the Earthquake. Pretty nice turn 1. I don't lose anything by that. Double back into my Mega Ampharos here to try to scout for him being a Scarf, but he's not Scarfed. He's not locked in or anything. So he actually goes for U-turn. We don't get a static or anything, unfortunately, but he goes into Kingdra. I'm just gonna hard switch here into my Mimikyu to take the Draco, but he actually reveals Focus Energy. So I'm like, huh, interesting. I did bring this in GBA Season 7. It's probably a sniper set and not Swift Swim, so it's really good to know. He's going to switch out in fear of Mimikyu, as I actually just set up a Swords Dance in front of it. Go right for the Drain Punch, doing massive damage to that Ferrothorn, which is nice. I take a lot of recoil from that Rocky Helmet Iron Barbs as he goes for a Leech Seed here. So he's going to be healing up I'm gonna scout for the protect. I don't want him to get more health back than he should and weaken my Mimikyu even further. So he actually does have protect. And I go into Ampharos. Now I'm gonna double here into my Virizion, expecting Lando to come in on the Ampharos. As he does decide to bring that, probably scouting for the Focus Blast. But now, because I have HP Ice on it, I can go for that, do a huge chunk of damage to the Lando, which I was expecting to come in here. As he goes right for the U-turn. Switches out into his Mega Main. I can switch out here into my my Umbreon, which is the Great Wall of China here. You already know. This thing is going to be able to sort of sponge hits from a lot of members of his team because I'm running mixed defenses. I'm running a lot of defense, and it has some naturally good speed def as it is. So it's pretty nice. So he's actually going to switch out here into his Kabutops. I'm going to protect just so that I can see what he's going to do here because he's out of the rain right now. He just fires off the Z move straight up, and I'm like, whew, thank goodness I clicked protect there to scout for that. Because I figured like a Kabutops set with Rocky MZ might be probable, so he did decide to bring that. Then goes for a superpower. Like I said, I'm very defensive, so I can just go right for the wish and essentially heal myself back up. His attack and defense dropped, so he could switch out here, but I don't want to risk him staying in. So as he goes Ferrothorn, I just decide to protect, get my health all the way back up to a decent amount, get some leftovers health as well. That Ferrothorn is still annoying. We got to get rid of it, so I'm actually going to switch out here into Fabio, into my Ampharos. And he's going to go for the rock. So he does get up his rocks here. He's going to be pressuring us a little bit. I don't have defog, so got to play around that pretty well by using Umbreon to keep my Mons healthy. Going to Mega Evolve and click Focus Blast here. Or I should say Focus Miss, as you already know. Focus Blast. So yeah, I do miss that, unfortunately. And Ferrothorn's going to get more health back. If I hit that, that would have been so nice. You know, Ferrothorn would have gone down. But yeah, I mean, his Focus Blast was whatever. So he's going to go Lando. I just decided to click it again because I was a little bit tilted there on the miss. But not too big an issue. I'm not in a really bad position right now. Lando got a little bit healthier, but it's all right. I'm going to switch out here into my my own Landorus, as he actually goes for the fly, probably trying to get some residual health from Leech Seed and whatnot if I did decide to stay in. I'm going to SD up right in its face as he just flies down and hits me for some damage. He's going to go Manectric here, maybe predicting a Flynium, or like I guess a flying type attack, but I go for the Stone Edge. Big damage on the Mega Main, so that's pretty good overall to put it in range of another attack later on. Switching out here now into my Umbreon. As he goes for the HP Ice, I predicted that as well, and I can get some health back here. And you already know what Umbreon does best is just trying to heal itself up and supporting the team really well. So he actually reveals that he's Discharge. I was kind of wondering why he was Discharge over Thunder for a Rain team. Didn't really make sense to me, but maybe he just wanted to play it so that it can work outside of Rain as well. So yeah, I'm going to get myself back to a good amount of health here. And now he's going to go for the Volt Switch. So he's going to be switching out here into his Ferrothorn. As I go right for the Wish. And yeah, I just essentially now what I can do is try to heal up my Ampharos. Ampharos got a little bit weakened from the Leech Seed residual damage that it took from missing Focus Blast and whatnot. So he actually goes for Leech Seed again. I'm going to go ahead here, heal myself back up. And now predicting his maybe switch out back into Lando once again, and me not wanting to stay in on Leech Seeds and whatnot, so I'm going to switch out here into my Virizion. He goes for the Leech Seed once again, and does not work, of course. I'm a grass type. I do hit my Focus Blast finally, so I actually am able to do that. So that's nice. First blood is finally drawn. His Mon goes down after like 20 something turns. So yeah, I'm going to stay in, go for the Giga Drain, as I predict him to want to go for the U-turn, expecting my switch out. So that's pretty nice. I got some decent damage on the Pelipper. Get some health back as well from that Giga Drain. Now he goes into Kabutops. So I'm like, okay, maybe this thing has Aerial Ace. I know the way he brought it in means that he has something for Virizion, and he does have Aerial Ace. So I was really nice to be able to scout that out and successfully do that. So I'm going to go for the Skull to force the Kabutops out as he goes hard Kingdra. And now I'm like, okay, he saw that I went into Mimikyu the last time. I'm going to actually go Landorus this time. Rain's up now, so Landorus's use is pretty low, so sacking it here is definitely my best and most optimal play. I can go now into Mimikyu safely with my Disguise still intact, and he switches out here, so I'm not going to SD up this time. I only did it the last time because I knew that his Ferrothorn was the switch in, and I could break that down, but he goes Lando, so I know that I don't even have to SD. I can just easily go for a player plus a Shadow Sneak to pick this thing off. Now he's going to go back into Pelipper, right? And here, right, so he's going to get up the rain once again. We need to get rid of Pelipper. We definitely do. I'm going to SD up here, maybe predicting a roost or something for him to stall me out of life orbs and whatnot, to weaken Mimikyu and knock it out. But he goes for the Toxic. That's perfectly fine because we still have a turn left in us to attack something and knock something out. So Mimikyu is going to be hitting up that Pelipper and knocking it out here. And now it's just a matter of us being able to potentially, if we can, stall the rain out. So yeah, my Mimikyu goes down unfortunately, but it did the work that it had to do. I'm going to go back into Ampharos here as he actually goes Kingdra. I went into Ampharos expecting maybe Kabutops to come out to try to take advantage of the rain. Doesn't happen, which is nice. It's just stalling out rain turns, which is really what I'm all about right here. Gonna go Virizion now. Kingdra's at -2 from the Draco, so he's gonna want to switch out here. He goes into Manectric as I can go ahead and click Giga Drain. He does not really have any Giga Drain switch-ins anymore, so main is gonna be his sack. He's gonna go here into Kabutops. I'm not gonna want to stay in, so check this out, right? I'm gonna switch out here into Umbreon. All right, I'm gonna switch out into Umbreon on the Aerial Ace. He's gonna go for that, and the rain stops, so the rain is gone. All right. The rain is out of here. Gonna double out here into Manaphy. All right, predicting the superpower. He's gonna go for that. Now his attack is dropped at -1. And now I'm gonna go ahead and triple switch out here. Back into Virizion. Call it the circle of life. I went in a full circle here from Virizion to Umbreon to Manaphy back to Virizion. And now we're gonna Giga Drain and get that health rate all the way back up. So Kabutops is gone, and that's amazing for us. Last month's gonna be Kingdra. He may think he can set up on us if he thinks he can take a Giga Drain, but no. I do pack the Bloom Doom on my Virizion, and that is gonna be doing some massive damage here. Not gonna be able to OHKO it, of course, but it's gonna be doing massive damage as he actually, as you can see, he goes for the focus energy, thinking he could take more Giga Drains, thinking he could tank more of that, but unfortunately not, because we do have the Bloom Doom plus the Giga Drain to be able to knock out Kingdra. And that is, of course, going to be GG. It is Emvee. So, really solid game overall for sure. I think we definitely played this match really well, you know, considering it was just flat out rain offense versus us. And our team, I think, was pretty good overall. For us not bringing rocks or hazard removal and being able to play around his team, I think we did really well. I definitely love that last sequence of turns where we just switched around in a full circle, outplaying the Kabutops and then being able to just Giga Drain and knock it out. Win the game with Virizion. Virizion, I think, knocked out like 4 Mons in this game, so it definitely is an MVP. I mean, I used it in GBA Season 7 as well. It's a really solid Mon. I definitely do recommend anyone who's in a draft to use Virizion. It's a really fun Mon to use. But that's gonna be it. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching and hope you all enjoyed. Check out my opponent as well. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. Ending off the season strongly. For the regular season, that is. And let me know what you guys might want to see me bring to playoffs. I'm going to be, I guess, sort of crafting a draft from the 3 drafts that I had during the season and trying to make something cool out of it all. So if you want to see a certain Mon, maybe I'll try to bring it and see how we do. So yeah, I think playoffs week 1, I'm pretty sure we play Wolf Glick. We actually were, I think we were supposed to play him in the regular season, but we didn't get a chance to do that. Well, never fear. We're going to be playing him week 1 of the playoffs, or round 1 of the playoffs. And it should be pretty fun to see as well. Excited for that match. And that's going to be it. So I'll see you all tomorrow for GBA week 5, I think. Trying to get a win there. Bounce back from those first 2 hacks losses and get some more wins, hopefully. We'll see how it does. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the battle tomorrow for that. Peace.